You think men lose control because of how you look? Wrong. A man can see beauty every day. What makes him truly lose it is how you move, how you touch, and how you take charge in the moment. And today, I'm going to share 4 positions that don't just turn him on, they make him completely powerless in your presence. Because here's the truth, attraction isn't just physical, it's psychological, it's emotional. It's in those little choices you make that flip a switch inside his mind and body. Stick with me, and you'll learn not just how to excite him, but how to etch yourself into his memory forever. And before I give you the most powerful one, make sure you stay with me till the end, because the last position is the one that men secretly crave but will never admit out loud. Ladies, let's be real for a moment. We've all been told that men are simple, right? That they'll finish no matter what. But here's the truth nobody really explains. Just because a man reaches the end doesn't mean he's experiencing the kind of release that shakes him to his core. The kind that leaves him weak, shivering, clutching the sheets, whispering your name like it's the only thing he knows. That kind of climax doesn't come from routine. It doesn't come from the same old missionary you've been stuck on forever. It comes from understanding the positions that unlock something deeper inside him. The ones that make his body give in completely. The ones that make his eyes roll back. The ones that make him think, wow, no one has ever made me feel like this before. Now, picture this. You're straddling him, your body moving in slow, deliberate waves. You can feel the tension building inside him with each roll of your hips. His fingers dig into your thighs. His breathing grows uneven, and you can tell he's on the edge, pleading without words for more. That's not just intimacy, that's control, that's power, that's seduction at its sharpest. And tonight, I'm going to hand you the keys to unlock it. I'm talking about the 4 most powerful positions for male release. Not just the usual kind, but the kind that will make him crave you, obsess over you, and return to you like he's hooked. Because once you know these, you're not just giving him pleasure, you're giving him an unforgettable experience. One that marks you in his memory, one that sets you apart from every woman he's known before. Are you ready to drive him absolutely crazy? Let's start with reverse cowgirl, the ultimate visual fantasy. There's something almost dangerously tempting about this position. Imagine it, you're on top, facing away from him, your back arched, your hair falling down as your hips move in slow, calculated circles. From the moment you slide into place, everything shifts. He's no longer in control, you are. You set the rhythm, you tease, you pause, you make him wait, and you feed his hunger, one motion at a time. And for him, that surrender, that moment where he's at the mercy of your body, is pure ecstasy. Men are visual by nature, and this position is their dream come true. He gets to watch the lines of your back, the rhythm of your hips, the sway of your body. Every movement becomes a private show meant only for him. And here's the secret. If you want to make him lose his sanity, don't rush. Start slow. Move your hips in circles. Sink down little by little, giving him the sweet torture of anticipation. Because the longer you make him wait, the harder he'll explode when you finally allow it. And here's where it becomes even more powerful. Reverse cowgirl is not only about the view, it's about the tease. Lean forward, arch your back, grind down so deep he feels every pulse inside you. Then pull back, rise up just enough for him to feel the sudden emptiness, and watch as his hands instinctively reach out for you, silently begging you not to stop. That playful control, that tiny game, drives him wild. You become his addiction, the one thing he can't get enough of, no matter how much he's had. This position also gives you freedom to experiment. You can bounce fast and hard if you want to overwhelm him quickly, or you can slow everything down, make it more intimate, more sensual, even spiritual. Tilt your hips at the right angle, and suddenly you're touching him in a way no other position ever can. Add a twist of your waist, a deliberate squeeze, and you'll feel his whole body tremble beneath you. He won't even be able to form words, just gasps, groans, and your name spilling from his lips. tips. But here's what makes it magical. Reverse cowgirl isn't only about his pleasure. It's about yours too. This position allows you to take full charge of your own experience while driving him to the edge. You're not just playing the fantasy, you're owning it. You're the goddess, moving with confidence, showing him you know exactly how to take him to the brink and push him over. That energy, that confidence is unforgettable. Picture it, your head thrown back, your body glistening, his hands gripping your waist as you ride deeper, faster, harder. He's moaning, begging, completely undone beneath you, and when he finally releases, it won't just be a regular climax. It'll be a wave so intense it feels like he's surrendering every part of himself, and in that instant there's no question in his mind. You're the best he's ever had, the one he'll think about long after the sheets have gone cold. Reverse cowgirl isn't just a position, it's a performance, a tease, a power shift, and an explosion of passion all rolled into one. And when you master it, when you embrace it with confidence and fire, you don't just give him pleasure, you give him a memory that will haunt him in the hottest way forever. Now, let's move to doggy style, the surge of raw power. Just the name makes the room feel hotter, doesn't it? There's something primal, something unapologetically fierce about this one. It taps straight into a man's deepest, most natural desires. It's not only about the angle, though that angle is perfection, it's about the psychology behind it. The dominance, the intensity, the sheer abandon. The moment you move into this position, the entire energy changes. Suddenly, he's not thinking about anything else. His whole focus is on you. Your body in front of him, the curve of your hips, the rhythm of your movements. It's his private fantasy, alive. Picture yourself on your hands and knees, your back arched, hips tilted just right, offering him everything. He enters deep, and the sound that escapes his chest is almost animalistic, because in that instant he feels like he's losing himself in the most delicious hunger. But here's the truth. Just because doggy style looks like he's in control doesn't mean he really is. You actually hold the reins. You can push back against him, take him deeper than he expected, grind your hips in ways that send waves of electricity through his body, or you can slow it down, pull away, and leave him breathless, begging you for more. That tease, that little shift in power, is what makes this position so addictive. And let's not overlook the view. He gets the full picture. Your curves, the sway of your hips, the way your body moves with every motion. For a man, that sight alone is enough to push him closer to the edge. Add a playful glance over your shoulder, a sly smile, and you'll feel him lose control instantly. You've just mixed raw animal desire with a touch of intimacy, and that combination drives him absolutely crazy. Now, here's the magic of doggy style. It's not just about depth, though that's a huge part of it. It's all about the variety you can create within this position. You can keep it rough and fast, make it feel like a storm, his body slamming into yours as he groans your name. Or you can slow it right down, make it sensual, let every single stroke be intentional, teasing deep enough to make him shiver. Drop down onto your elbows, change the angle, and suddenly he's feeling sensations he didn't even know were possible. The more you play with it, the more you show him that this isn't just sex, it's an experience. And don't overlook the power of sound here. Your moans, your gasps, the words you whisper under your breath. They'll push him closer to the edge than almost anything else. Say his name softly, breathe out a desperate, "Don't stop," or let a little whimper escape as he goes deeper. Those small cues, that vocal surrender, flip a switch inside him. Suddenly, he's not just moving into you, he's driven, desperate, obsessed with making you break apart beneath him. And when he feels your body trembling, when he knows he's giving you just as much pleasure as you're giving him, that's when his release crashes over him like a tidal wave. Here's the truth. Doggy style is more than just a position. It's a force. It's raw, it's overwhelming, it's the perfect mix of lust and intensity. And when you master it, when you know how to arch your back at the right moment, how to push against him at just the perfect time, how to let him see your pleasure. It transforms into something unforgettable. It becomes a memory written into his body. When he finally lets go, it won't just be relief, it'll be surrender. His muscles will spasm, his breath will break, and for a few seconds, he won't even know where he is. He'll only know one thing: no one has ever made him feel like this before. And that's the kind of orgasm that keeps a man coming back to you forever. Now imagine the standing surprise, the forbidden rush. There's something wildly sexy about taking him while standing. It's not neat, it's not careful, it's not rehearsed. It's messy, raw, urgent. And that's exactly what makes it so irresistible. The standing surprise isn't about planning, it's about giving into that "I need you right now" energy. It's you pressed against a wall, his hands gripping your hips, your body pinned, his breath hot against your ear. Just the setting alone, standing, half-dressed, maybe in a place you shouldn't be, creates a rush that makes his release feel electric, not just physical. Think about it, when you're standing, everything feels rushed, more dangerous, more forbidden. There's no comfort of a bed, no soft sheets, it's pure urgency. His chest is pressed against your back, his hands can't stop exploring, and the way you tilt your hips controls just how deep he goes with every thrust. The urgency makes his blood race, his breathing heavy, his mind locked only on one thought: the desperate need to let go inside you. And here's the secret: when you feed that urgency, his arousal multiplies. Grab his neck, whisper something daring in his ear, or let out a needy moan that fills the room. That combination of closeness and chaos tips him over the edge. Because this isn't sweet, slow, candlelit romance. This is lust taking control. This is instinct. Bodies colliding in the heat of the moment. And trust me, men fantasize about this more than they'll ever admit. Now let's talk about the physical intensity. Standing changes everything. The angle is different. It's sharper, deeper, harder. He feels every inch of you gripping him, and the more you grind your hips, the more he loses his grip on control. And there's something animalistic about the way he can grab you, pull your hair, or pin your wrists above your head. It makes him feel powerful, yes, but it also overwhelms him with so much desire that his climax builds twice as fast. Add in the unpredictability. Maybe it happens in the hallway, maybe in the kitchen, maybe somewhere you shouldn't be at all. That "we could get caught" thrill pushes his body to the limit. His heart races, his senses heighten, and every thrust feels like the last one before he explodes. That forbidden energy makes the orgasm almost violent in its intensity. It's not a slow climb, it's a firework inside him. But don't mistake rawness for a lack of intimacy. Yes, it's rough, but his face is right next to yours. He can kiss your neck, bite your shoulder, breathe heavy against your ear while he loses himself. That closeness makes it emotional as well as physical. He's inside you, holding you, tasting you, devouring you. And in that moment, nothing else matters. When he finally lets go, it feels like he's pouring every ounce of lust, desire, and obsession into you. The standing surprise isn't just a position, it's a fantasy come alive. The kind of fantasy that makes his orgasm crash into him like a tidal wave. His whole body goes rigid, his grip tightens, and when he releases, it's with a force that leaves him shaking, gasping for air, barely able to stand. And the best part? It never feels like enough. He'll crave it again and again, because once you give him that forbidden rush, no other release will ever compare. And then there's the lotus, the intimate explosion. Even the name feels sensual, exotic, mysterious. And when you master this, you'll understand why men don't just want it in the moment. They remember it for life. The lotus isn't about wild chaos like doggy style, or urgency like standing sex. This one is about closeness, connection so deep it feels like your bodies are blending into one. Picture it. He's seated, his legs bent or crossed, and you climb into his lap facing him. Your legs lock around his waist, your arms around his neck. Suddenly, you're chest to chest, skin to skin. Every inch of your body is pressed to his. Every heartbeat feels shared, every breath feels like it belongs to both of you. When he slides inside in this position, it isn't just physical, it's a union. He's not just making love to your body, he's merging with your very being. Here's the beauty of it, the depth. In the lotus, every stroke is deliberate, slow, intoxicating. You can move your hips in smooth, grinding circles, letting him feel every part of you wrapped around him. You're not just riding him, you're consuming him, keeping him trapped in the sweetest prison possible. And because you're so close, he can't escape. He sees your eyes, your lips, your expressions changing as you take him deeper. That closeness etches itself into his mind. Men crave visual pleasure, yes, but they also crave something deeper. What men secretly crave is to feel chosen, and in this position, there's no question about it. When you're straddling him, your lips brushing against his, your body wrapped tightly around him, he knows there's nowhere else you'd rather be. Whisper something into his ear, soft, needy, or dirty, and he'll feel it deep inside his core. That combination of closeness and raw desire is addictive. And here's the secret weapon: eye contact. In doggy, he gets the full view of your body. In reverse cowgirl, he gets the fantasy. But in the lotus, he gets you. Lock your eyes on his as you roll your hips. Let him see every twitch of pleasure, every gasp slipping from your lips. That connection, him watching your pleasure, knowing he's the one giving it to you, will make his release 10 times more intense. This isn't just sex, it's a bond. The lotus also puts you in control, but in the most sensual way possible. You can pull him closer, kiss him deeply, bite his lip, nibble his ear as you ride him slowly. You can squeeze your thighs around him, tilt your hips, tighten yourself until he's gasping your name, and because he's trapped beneath your body, all he can do is give in. He's not taking over, he's following your rhythm, your pace, your teasing, your sweet torture that keeps him dangling on the edge. And when he finally loses it, it's not just an orgasm, it's an eruption of intimacy. His arms will clutch you to him, his lips will cover your skin, and his body will tremble like he's pouring every part of himself into you. He won't just feel satisfied, he'll feel consumed, addicted, bonded, because in that moment you've given him more than pleasure. You've given him an experience that touches both his body and his soul. The lotus isn't about chaos, it's about intensity. It's about making him release so hard that afterward, he doesn't just fall back exhausted. He clings to you, breathless, in awe, wondering how he got so lucky to have you. And that, ladies, is the orgasm that doesn't just stay in his body, it stays in his heart. So now you know 4 positions, 4 completely different experiences, each one with its own power, its own taste, its own way of making him lose himself in your hands. Reverse cowgirl, where you transform into his fantasy. Doggy style, where lust takes over and his body can't resist yours. The standing surprise, where forbidden urgency sets his soul on fire. And the lotus, where you don't just give him release, you give him intimacy so deep it feels like he's falling in love with you every single time. These aren't just positions, they're weapons. They're secret keys to unlock sides of him no other woman has touched. And here's the truth. Any woman can give a man sex, but only the woman who knows how to play, how to tease, how to make him feel wanted and devoured at the same time, will give him the kind of orgasms that live in his memory forever. And once you do, he won't just want you, he'll need you. He'll think of you in the shower, at work, in meetings, in the middle of the night when he reaches for you because his body is still aching from what you did last time. You'll own him, his heart, his body, and his mind, without ever needing to demand it. So here's my challenge. Don't play it safe. Don't hold back. Pick one of these positions tonight, or all 4 if you're bold, and give him the kind of experience that makes him whisper your name in disbelief. Let him see your confidence, your seduction, your power. Because the second you stop giving him just sex and start giving him unforgettable experiences, is the second you become unforgettable yourself. Now go, make sure he remembers you with every single release he'll ever have. And here's the truth most women don't realize. After the fire fades, after the heat of that night dies down, what lingers isn't just how his body felt, but how you made him feel inside. A man may forget the details of a single night, but he will never forget the woman who made him feel alive, seen, chosen, and consumed all at once. That's the difference between being another memory and being unforgettable. And when you step into that space with him, you create something no other woman has given him. A blend of pleasure and emotion that hooks him deeper than desire. Think about it. Every man has had sex, but not every man has had his soul touched while his body was surrendering. When you combine the two, when you fuse passion with intimacy, you give him an experience he can't walk away from. He might go through life chasing success, money, respect, but in the quiet of his nights, it's the woman who unlocked him in that way that haunts his thoughts. That's you. That's the power you hold when you dare to go deeper. Now imagine this. The next time you're with him, you don't just rush into it. You slow it down. You tease him with silence, with looks, with pauses that make his chest tight with anticipation. You brush your fingers along his neck, his jaw, his chest. But you don't give in yet. You let him beg for it. Because when he craves, when he longs, when his body aches for your touch, every second that follows feels 10 times more powerful. You're not just giving him pleasure, you're giving him contrast, the difference between almost and everything. That's what makes him addicted. And here's where the emotional side locks in. After you've taken him to the edge, after you've made him lose himself in you, don't push him away. Hold him. Stay close. Run your fingers through his hair. Let him feel your breathing steady against his chest. This is when his guard is down, when his walls are gone, when he's most open. And in that moment, you don't need grand speeches. A kiss on his shoulder, a whisper in his ear, even silence. It all tells him he's safe with you. The safety is rarer than sex. The safety is what makes a man not just want to return, but need to. The best part? When you master this balance of passion that takes his breath away and intimacy that calms his soul, you become irreplaceable. Other women may give him excitement, but none can give him the mix of fire and comfort. You turn from a lover into a sanctuary. And men don't let go of sanctuaries. They return to them over and over because in a world full of noise, you become his quiet storm. But let's take it even further. Think about the small details. The way you look at him mid-movement, the way you gasp his name, the way you grip his arm like you never want to let go. These aren't just physical reactions. They're signals, deep messages that tell him he matters, that he's wanted, that he's chosen. Men might not say it out loud, but they ache for that validation, for that knowing they are the one who can make you lose control. And when you give him that feeling, when you let him see the raw side of you that no one else gets, you brand yourself into his memory. And don't underestimate your control. Even in moments when you surrender, you're leading him. You're guiding him with your rhythm, your pace, your choices. You're showing him how to please you, how to unlock parts of you no one else has touched. And here's the secret. Men want that guidance. They crave to know that what they're doing is driving you wild. So when you take that role, when you let him see the map through your reactions, you don't just satisfy him, you empower him. And empowerment mixed with intimacy, that's the most addictive drug for a man. Now let's go beyond the bedroom. Because the truth is, the connection doesn't stop once the clothes are back on. The way you text him the next day, the way you touch his arm in public, the way you smile at him when no one else is watching, these are the echoes of last night's passion. They remind him that what he felt wasn't just physical, it was real. You're extending the experience, keeping him locked in even when you're apart. That's how you build obsession, not just by rocking his world in private, but by weaving that energy into his everyday life.